It's in the game.
And we get a look at Coach Madden. Should be a special one.
Bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
Yeah.
Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring them out, bring them out.
I'm a hot
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears. Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45 out of bounds at the 44.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Off the play fake, Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
2nd and 10. Nix to the air. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-0.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, 50 yards. And the Bears are back within a couple of the lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the gun, here's Williams. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the option to give to Swift here. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago! Cole Kmet, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. There he goes, left side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 74 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
Now it's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
16, Bears 14. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Manunga. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Throwing is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Down the left sideline. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
The 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. To throw, Williams. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Santos for the Bears field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they have regained the lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Oh, he's got a man open. It's caught. Down to the 10. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Bears 24, Broncos 16.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Nix trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To throw, here's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Broncos.
Nix to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Marvin Mims,
An 11-yard touchdown.
and the Broncos have cut the lead back down to 2.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will
They'll look to throw.
Nick's going to keep this himself.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Looking to throw is Williams.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
To throw, it's Williams.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Nix from the shotgun.
Out left side here to Bryant. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Back to throw. Nix. A quick hitter complete. It's Harvey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey from 8 yards out. And the Broncos have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got him. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Bears 24.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
To kick off for the Broncos.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. First and 10 here. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To the air, Williams.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
Touchdown! Cole Kmet, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Bears have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Nix to the air. Setting up a screen for Harvey. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll go play action with Nix. Now a run here off the RPO.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That is intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Cole Kmet,
35 yards.
and the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
37. Broncos 32.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.